crying, but the man, your wife, know you're a firm person, and they will not still see you as weak. Do you know that?
Yeah, it depends on what you are crying for or what you are crying.
No, it's not. Now you're changing the goalpost. The question is about cry. It's not why. Not why
yes,
now.
It now depends on what you are crying.
We are saying you can have other firm attributes that even the woman know this man a no-go area. But when things hit him hard, he can drop tears. Do you know the woman will not still lose any tears on you? Even the environment will not lose tears on you.
Yeah, it depends. That's why I say it depends. It depends on the thing. It depends on what happens.
So that means it's not just the crying that make woman see a man as weak man, right?
Well, the crying is the big part of it. It's the major part of it.
That man. See, so this is it, right? I'm also a woman, right? So let me say something you don't know. That man, I know when a man is crying, he doesn't have to drop tears.
No, you're not talking about it.
It's the only thing you are saying the men should not do is drop tears. But we've seen men, looking at this person, this person like this. What you go make woman hold you, carry you put for in chest? Not because you say you don't vulnerable.
You are sad now. You are sad. You are tired.
No, you're the person using sad to make it well. Me, sad. I know that what you remain and make you cry.
No. Calm down. Wait. You are sad. For instance, now you are sad. If you're sad, and you can express sadness through crying. Crying is not the expression of a certain emotion, isn't it? If you're sad, you can cry. People express it like that. That's how it is. It's not the expression. That is why for anger.
So my question is that. So have you seen that when you say weak man, it's not about cry that makes a man a weak man. There are other conditions.
It is part of it. It is part of it.
There are many other conditions that when joined together, then there's a conclusion that this person is weak.
Now they don't want me for comment section. Say now they engage me. But go ahead.
Do you accept that there's a point where we gather the things together, because women are here. I don't think anyone will see, because a man is firm. If he puts his instruction, you have to do it and do it to the core. When he gives instruction in the house, he opposes it. He's everything, but because when he's done, he start crying, you call him weak man. Who does that? Which woman does that? No, I want to know. They are here. They should just write on the comment, I do that. No, that man, that's not. You see, the thing I notice you've been doing in this conversation is you also help women decide how they think.
You are also helping men. You are also helping men to decide.
No, I have not decided for you.
You are also helping men. You are also trying to help men to fit our biological whatever. That we are telling you that it has consequences. That it is detrimental to our survival.
You should not leave me.
It is detrimental to our survival. But you are still saying that we should be expressing.
Me in this conversation, I am saying that.
Elohim, let me ask you something.
Ask me.
Sorry, no offense. Let me ask you something. Elohim,
that man, are they men that nag?
Steady now. Steady.
So do you know that's a turn off for women too?
It is.
But do you know
why is it a turn off?
Relax. Do you know I can also see as a weak man?
For women? Is it
because you're talking to listen, because
do women do it?
You're not getting my point. That's why I said it's not the cry that makes me say a man is weak. In fact, a man that cries in front of me, obviously a man no go, even woman, unless they go check it out and get mental, you should just stay the cry. Checking they
don't try it, guys.
Now depression. Any woman will just stay 5 minutes tears. Now depression or manipulator. We're speaking to just anger and the rest. If the person is manipulative, she go they cry all the time. And there are still men who do not use cry as manipulation. They can use other things. So that man, I am asking you again, is it possible that if everything are met and the only thing the man does is when he's broken, he cries, that does not make him a weak man?
I mean, you can say that will make the woman perceive the man differently, especially if she feels like he has met, a lot of requirements that she finds, because you can't deny that women go for security when they go for men, or when. So
let me show you a quick search.
Wait, now let me finish. Now you're not okay. Go ahead. You're not
lying. Go ahead.
You're not lying me, because you know that they go ahead. Yes, when women tend to be with men, they go for a lot of things. You want whether you agree or not, physical protection is part of it. Physical security is part of it.
Yeah, he gives me that.
Yeah, financial security is also.
Cry does not come in any of these securities you are calling. Cry does not come in. He can cry and still have a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what.
The one on the hot seat, don't flip this engagement.
Go ahead.
So that man, That
Yes.
man,
Yes.
the man can have every other security to offer. It's just that when he's weak and vulnerable,
Yes. Now. Yes. Yes.
so then that does not make him a weak man.
when he has met different all the other there are many boxes to tick now for women when they are picking their mates, isn't it?
That's my
When they are
point.
picking,
I like how you're returning to where we started. So my point now
that's
is,
where we should have started from in the very beginning. But you don't want
so
us to
that
go in
man, that simply means it's not cry that makes a man a weak man.
no, and then strength is part of it, and that's why I say there are some situations where if a man meets all those type of standards like financial security, all those kind of other standards, it will take a lot for him to break down and cry. What is he crying? Unless maybe he lose. That's why I'm saying there are different type of cry. Unless he lose his partner or he lose his family member. Sorry, not his partner.
That man, remember we're staying on a ground where nobody is crying for manipulation, nobody is crying to take advantage of the other people. We're saying when people express emotions, in the sense like maybe they get angry, they get too happy and all of that, and they start crying. I'm saying it's not wrong for a man to face waiting no good and he burst tears, like he dropped tears in anybody's
but not in present there. But advise them.
That man, let me ask you. Let me show you why.
Advise them not to do
that man. Let me show you why.
Especially their woman. I advise them not to.
It doesn't change
might be
anything.
Disastrous.
So that man, do you accept that almost all the church in Nigeria now, their pastors cry on the altar in front
when
of
they are crying to God? When they are crying to God,
okay, because of his God.
Yes, because God is above all, man.
Because of his God, you give an excuse for that cry. But the wife saw him cry.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. That cry means I'm telling you this thing. You are not taking. You see how
your point is that for any reason they should not. No, that man, you're changing position. That man, you see. That man, you're changing position. What you said is they should not cry in front of a woman, not
cry
type of cry.
Cry is different.
No, that man, now you don't enter different. What you're doing to me is when I catch you, go find another. The point is that they should not cry in front of a woman. So I am showing you that these pastors that cry in front of a woman, are they weak men?
No, they are crying in presence of God.
So it is not the type of cry, right?
All of them are weak in presence of God. All of them, all of them are weak. They are in the same position.
That means there's a type of cry, right?
Yes, that you can. That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. That they are different type of cry.
So let's say my husband. Let's say
look at the type of cry. Okay, tell me what. Go ahead. You look at the type of cry that you are bringing that is generally this cry. Wait, Elohim. This cry you mentioned. It's generally accepted cry. It's societally whatever. That man is
sometimes it's not even about God. Sometimes it's not about God. Sometimes somebody takes it for a wedding day. He get reason when make can start to
it's allowed too. This one is allowed. Even though this one can still be perceived in a certain way in a societal.
So that's why I have how to move this conversation, right? So my question would be, if let's say me and my husband were watching a TV show in the parlor, right? And he invested like a whole of his finance, like he has known how to sell some of his properties to import a particular product, right? Just to get us afloat. And then when we just did watch this thing, the agent called and said his stuff got synced or got seized or stuff. He lost everything. If that man cried there, does it make him weak?
You are still doing the same thing.
That man, just answer, because what you said, don't cry in front of your wife. That man, you say don't cry. You say don't cry in front of your wife. Because obviously that man, any man when they walk out for road, they cry every minute. Now stupid person. Even any woman.
You see, guys, you see the type of problem.
That man, I also said for women.
You see the type of problem you are giving men.
What you're doing now is not fair.
Your container sink. Your container sink.
That's not right. That man, that's not right. See what I said.
You see what the kind of problem you are giving.
That man, did you also hear me say that a woman going about crying is either manipulative or she's sick? That's to say, I'm saying even women should not do it too. Do you understand? I put a balance. Any woman where they are up and down, either she manipulate the man or she get depression. She needs to go and see a doctor. It's not normal, right? Because now you're just using your hand to force some emotions, right? Something happens to a man. And the man cries in front of anywhere, man or woman. It doesn't make him weak. It
depends on. That's why I say it depends on what he's crying about now, or what he's crying for, or what is.
But do you accept that in that cry he can cry in front of his wife for that sinking of his project?
In that situation, no matter how. The
Okay, he
matter
had.
had, yes,
So
the matter had.
let's say he invested that week. He was able to go around it. He's been going around it. Next 3 weeks, he now went to
Even me,
borrow
I will
money.
understand him if he breaks down there. I will understand.
Okay. That one. Let's now move more because at least we've had some understanding.
Yeah, I will understand him. I will not totally agree with him, but I will understand him.
So, do you not accept? There's a question you've not accept. I want you to answer. Do you not accept that the system, that the social system has not benefited man?
Yeah, well,
The
yes.
conditioning is on more men than women. Do you know that?
To an extent, he hasn't benefited men, but I think he also has benefited us quite a lot. I think one of the
Show me one of the benefits it gives to a man. And I'm not
one
talking
of
about
one.
in authority. I'm not speaking to men in authority. I'm speaking to a random man on the street, not the men in authority. Show me the benefit of
That authority you mentioned is one of the benefits.
No. Obviously, there are women in authority, so we're not speaking to authority.
Because that in itself,
that man, don't be doing like
that
you.
in itself is already a benefit to us. That's where I'm going.
That one, listen again. These social constructs that
I don't know. These women, anytime they come here, they just harass me, they just bully me about. They don't let me speak. What's going on? Go ahead.
So see, saying don't use hard voice now. Won't manipulate. Women go use cry. They go say na wahala. Oh, that man. This thing you're doing now is not right. You know the answer, but you just know one answer. Why?
Go ahead.
Ask your question, so I ask you the next one.
Yes, what I'm saying is that the type of cries that we are talking about, there are different cry that men do.
That one, which one is different cry that men do? Men don't
they are different. Yes, there are different type of cry. Whether we like, and there are different situations where men will cry and it will be acceptable. But my whole advice is that men shouldn't be crying in public. There is dear consequences to it. What is
the consequences when you are with a woman that is woken? What is the consequences? If you're with a woman that is woken, what is the consequences then?
Yeah, that is another thing. Maybe you can get away with it slightly, but if it now becomes repetitive.
That man, why do you keep going to repetitive?
That is one. Secondly, what makes you cry? You are saying this thing as if for me, if a woman is crying, as I am now, if me and my wife, if we are having conversation, she can burst tears. She can just start crying.
Okay, maybe that's why you are. But that is why you not generalize all women. I know they cry.
No. I'm just giving you an example.
I know other women that don't cry.
Are you saying women don't cry like that?
No, unless they won't manipulate you, that man. These people
there is manipulative cry.
Yes, I'm not even denying that.
We are agreeing now that is why so when women are crying, it's not necessarily they are expressing emotion.
It's a tool. They are using, most of them are using cry.
I don't think many of them will agree.
Man, wait now.
I don't think
just
many
like
of them
when
will
men,
agree, but
that man, there are other ways men can use to manipulate a woman without crying. Do you know that?
Yes, I know.
So that's also their tool to manipulate the woman.
No. I'm telling you. Yeah, wait. I can agree that they use it as a tool, or as a manipulative tool. It doesn't change.
I know they deny them because there are other ones men use.
Elohim, wait. You just terrorize me. You are just stabbing me everywhere, every corner. That's what you are doing. What I'm saying is that even if she's expressing her, even if it's for manipulation, she's doing that to me every week. If he's using it to get away with things, and I'm leaving her because if she's crying, I'll end the conversation. And then she's getting it doesn't change my outlook of her. My respect for her and who she is, that doesn't really pay too much. It doesn't have an effect on how I view her because I'm conditioned. So society have conditioned me to see women crying as normal. Whereas if I'm the one that anything, then I'm using cry as a man. I'm not using cry to manipulate my wife.
That man.
To manipulate my wife. I'm not using cry.
No, you don't need to use cry. That man.
That is. There's serious consequences. My wife will keep. My wife will just see me finish. She won't take me serious.
That's what I'm saying. Listen now. So women use cry. Now we're moving the conversations for those listening to manipulate, right? And because of that, we've seen that.
Can I use cry to be manipulated?
That man wait. So if we accepted that, because of that, women cry more. Now, when men are angry, what are you accepting that man to do in the face of all this palava? What do you expect him to do?
If he's a man?
Yes.
Well, that's where he will now have to show his own weakness or his own strength.
No,
You will
that
not
man,
have.
we already built a premises for the woman. So I'm
Yes,
saying, in the case
yes.
where a man came in here and he's in front of his wife, what do you expect him to do that time?
And he wants to be angry.
He's already angry. The emotion have triggered. But now,
Okay.
what do you expect him to do now?
Ideally, it depends in the situation. If it's just
That
him,
man, prescribe. You already said you don't want them to cry. So what do you prescribe what you want them to do in front of that situation?
in anger, in expressing anger.
Anger is already what triggered what their whole body now. What or how should they express it? Because the woman also crying is an expression of something. But now we're saying, what do you advise the men or the man to do in that situation?
If it's me, I can't speak for other. I can't speak for other men. I can't advise other men.
That man is a very bad man.
I can't
That
advise.
man talk. He must talk.
I can't advise other men. But if it's me, when I'm angry, first of all, I struggle to speak. I stutter when I'm angry. When I'm very very angry.
So you have
Yes.
accepted now that silence.
I'm
is a
telling you
better-
how I can
that is
express
better.
it now.
Okay,
Yes, I
that man.
stutter.
That man, let me now read you something.
I stutter when I'm angry. I
That
stutter.
man, let me now read you something. So you see that the both parties are manipulating themselves.
You are
with their
not
best.
allowing me now.
That one, you already said you stay
you're just
quiet
manipulating
now.
me
You
up
stay
and down.
silent.
You
That
ask me a
man-
question. You're just
You
manipulating.
guys,
But
did
go
you
ahead.
hear him say he will stay quiet?
Now this I
and
will
be
stay
silent?
quiet now. I was
Okay,
going to
what did you
explain
say?
what I
Say
would do.
it.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that man,
Just
don't do like that and tell me to go ahead. You sneak later. Conclude your position before I talk.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't worry. Don't worry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
that man, you said, and I quote, you will in those kind of situations, you will not advise other men, you stay quiet, and then
That's
find
not
a
what
way.
I
But
said.
oh, that man. Okay, say it again, please. That man a bad man.
Oh, she's manipulating
Okay.
what I said, dude. That's not what I didn't even say anything.
That man, so answer now. What would you do in that present of that situation? Your anger, your body is not really. You're angry. Your emotions are, but
Yeah.
you need to control it. What do you do at that time? Or you need
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm
show
saying.
that anger?
That normally I like to be clear. I like to be heard. So when I'm very angry, especially if it's somebody I'm not arguing with, especially
We're not
somebody
doing
close.
argument. I said things. We don't need to pick what happened. Something the very strong.
There has to
happened.
be a situation. There has to be a situation.
Okay, so
that
let's use the
then
same situation
brings
of
anger.
of an event that got you vulnerable. It doesn't have to come from your partner, like a call or something that got you vulnerable in front of your wife. How
That got
do
me
you
angry.
express?
That got me angry.
Your anger level increased.
And I will just I can be swearing. I can be swearing. I can just be screaming. I can just be shaking my head. I can just go and roll some joints. I can just feeling
No,
going
that
back
one
and forth.
obviously you not just unless if you stand up and go and roll joints means you didn't do something in her front. If
Go
it's unless
back
you
and
tell me,
forth.
so what do you? She's not the reason that man. Not be she.
Yeah.
so you
If
cannot
she's not
start
the reason,
forcing
if she's
her.
not the reason,
Yeah,
I
if
can-
she's not the reason.
Yeah. If she's not the reason, it's easy for me to express my anger without her feeling endangered, without her feeling like
That
she-
man, what would you do? You're explaining.
Yeah,
Just
that's
tell
what I'm
us what
saying.
you
If I have
do.
to swear, say I pick a call and they say this thing. If I have to swear and be like curse them on the phone, if I have to just walk around, if I have to go grab a drink, if I have to go roll a joint, I'll just be moving around. I'll be showing visibly angry.
Okay.
But then she knows that she's not in danger because the anger has nothing to do with her.
Okay. Do you also accept that being silent in situations is what men will always cling to?
Some will be silent. Some will be silent because.
And it's not in all situations you will talk. You too, you get silent in some situations.
Yes. It depends on the situation. Yes. In some, I
Do you
won't say
also
anything.
the same way you've accepted that women do mind control? Do you know that mind control or manipulation through cry? Do you know that men also do manipulation through silent treatment? But that does not mean that they are composed, and that does not mean they don't want to cry in front of their wife. That also mean they are manipulating the wife, just like when the wife was using cry as a tool to manipulate the man. So are you not seeing that it is that everybody is taking advantage of a tool available to them to do? It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that both parties does not have silent treatment.
It looks like no matter where we go, men are cornered.
That man not be using corner. This is not fair. That man, that's not what I said.
If you express the anger, war. If you say you want to say silent, problem. What is going on?
So that's my point. In this conversation, I told you let's remove manipulative women so that conversation can be intense. Let's remove all these things. But you keep running to manipulative. So I'm showing you now that a man too. I'm also showing you that being quiet is what you expect for a man to be composed, right?
Yes, sort of. You're supposed to maintain your
quietness. Men use it as a silent treatment to control their wives and their relationships. So How then do I even trust that it is because he's inherently quiet or being a man, or he's also treating me and manipulating me? How do I differentiate it?
It's hard to differentiate, to be honest.
Okay, that simply means even the cry too is hard to differentiate, right? Are you not seeing that just people using tools, right?
I think the person that is experiencing that behavior can differentiate it. You can tell. They
that
can.
One, that one.
You might be wrong sometimes. Let me tell you something, Elohim. Let me tell you something, Elohim. There is this thing they call. I think they
so
call
that man, I will take you back to Animal Kingdom.
I know. We'll go back to the Animal Kingdom.
I will take you back. Yeah, yes, because that's how I'm going to conclude.
Yeah, let me just point this thing out. There is this thing they call stonewalling. That men do. They call it stonewalling. Men do it. Is a particular time where they do it in relationship. When you Google stonewalling, you see what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, is where men just shut down. They just shut off completely. They just let you be. They just go in a particular space where they just they just let things go. It can become very, very disruptive because it can go on for longer. The men can just shut down and not even look at you for long. And the more time they go, you see what that guy was
silent, right?
Yeah. Then they start to give you that.
Can a man notice that whenever he does it, it affects the woman and start using it to control the woman?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that man, let's now move on because
a man can use that and then it's a lethal weapon. It's a very lethal weapon that men have. They should have it in their arsenal, though.
That man, do you accept that in real life? Are you accepting that in real life, a man and a woman can be silent in the face of situation, right?
Yes.
So do you also accept that in situation?
But one can be silent more. One can be silent.
That one, let's move to the last part of this conversation.
And the other.
So I came back to ask you, why don't you accept that it's social conditioning and you conform to it? Because like I said, something happened, and I'll quote this again. The man cry for food, right? They live together, animals. The man, if he's crying for food, you go, no. The women are hearing him cry for that food, right? If he cries, they will bring the food to an animal. And they cry, go no say in they cry. Sometimes phone go full in mouth. They go bring food to them. Even when they were giving injection, they were crying. The man was crying. But do you notice those women saw him because he's mating with one already. He did the same place. He cried there. He cried. That animal cried. Then a day or two later, when he started, they won't pursue the woman who congeal. Now the woman run come out from the place. If they bring food to that room, he go let the man first chop before he chop. My question is, amongst animals, why is it that man is open to be himself and there's no judging? But here with humans, we've not constrained the man not to be himself, and you are subscribing to it.
That's why that's why I'm telling you that you should leave animals out of it. Animals, they don't have a social structure that they organize.
That man, you say they don't have a social structure.
they organize in a way that they have a full control of it in a way.
So what you're saying is that you are willing to conform to what the society is saying.
Whether we like it or not, we conform to a lot of societal norms that and views. That is what we conform. Whether we like it or not, is part of our life.
So you're going to throw away biology. You're going to throw biology for
yes. That's how biology is. Biology in itself.
No, it's just yes or no. Are you going to
biology is there. How we now manage
so on this conversation that you not speak to logic and objective truth, you prefer to use
the societal factor of it is logical as well. The societal factor of it is logical. That one is logical.
That man, the question is simple, right? There's a balance.
The biological
there's a balance. There's actually a balance in this two.
That one, the biology.
What you're doing is that you're going to the extreme.
Wait.
That man, you're picking an extreme. That's what you're doing. You're just picking an extreme.
I'm not picking an extreme. I'm not picking an. I'm trying to demolish the whole thing completely without having a lot of nuances to it. That's why I admit that the one for the biological, that one you can't argue with. I don't have argument for that one.
So which should stand, the biology or what people have? Because that's
the biology already stands.
You're saying today now.
No, the biology already stands.
In the next 200 years, what is 200? In the next 10 years, these things you say is not. I hope you know it's not.
There's nothing I'm saying wrong here. There's nothing I'm saying here that is something that is still not observable. It has started.
No, my point is that is the survival of them. There's something you say, right?
Yeah.
I'm also saying that even in the world we are in 2026, we have more men now being willing to allow their feminine nature show, and they don't have an issue with it.
They shouldn't.
That's the point. You're also constraining them, but there are more people rising. There are
They
more.
shouldn't.
It's also
They
after a
shouldn't.
while it will be cloud this or that position. Do you
They
accept that?
should. So women should also be embracing their masculine whatever. Do you want it?
Obviously, there are many women that now understand what is support in marriage. It's the woman has to now come and face. That's where support in marriage comes in now. You now have to start working. You have to start handling some positions that they don't want you to do.
Yes, why I will always have a problem with the animal kingdom that you use. That is why you see me.
Bye-bye.
Yes. I will always have it. It's because I don't believe the animals. I don't believe they have it. So that they don't vote. They don't organize. They don't do meetings. They don't come together. They don't come together. They don't conceptualize and come together. And come together to try to form a society where they will have society.
Don't say it on a big TV station like this.
That's what I'm saying here now. Have you attended the animals meeting before? Have you attended their meeting? Have you attended the animals meeting before? Do they have?
That's the point, right? So why are you judging for them? We are also observing.
We don't understand them. I don't understand them. That's what I'm saying. Me, I don't. You think you understand?
How do I know I understand them? Right?
But I can explain human. But animals, I don't understand them. I can explain human because I'm an active participant in a human society. But animal is very complex for me. So when I'm dealing with humans, I know that
it is you that it is complex, not the other person.
It is because you cannot use human behavior to an extent. We and then we share some.
So tell me one thing humans do, animals don't do. All of the animal don't do. At least one of their species.
Your time is up. Go and cry. Go and cry at home. Your time is up.
That one, are you crying?
Go and cry. Your time is up.
All right. Thank you very much.